good at this, but alright. Mr. Sabbath, fellow classmates, today I want to talk to you all about racism in our nation. Racism is a growing problem not only in our nation, but in the whole world. America's racist past is neither dead nor gone. It has been an issue in the United States since day one, but who's to blame for all this hate between our people? The problem of racism is a complex one. It's difficult to characterize it or place it into any one category due to its far-reaching effects and implications. Over the last 100 years, there have been 62 million deaths alone in the United States due to racism and discrimination. Racism in the United States has been a major issue since the colonial era and the slave era. Legally sanctioned racism imposed a heavy burden on Native Americans, African Americans, Asian Americans, and Latin Americans. What it has led to today is nothing but violence and the formations of racial groups such as the KKK and formations of gangs to protect each other from rival gang of a different race. Now that would never have been the issue. There was never racism in our nation to start off with. As many of us know, the death of Trayvon Martin that took place in Sanford, Florida on February 26, 2012 was an event that brought many people closer together and ended up into marches. He was killed because of discrimination against him. In my opinion, the death of Trayvon was an avoidable one. George Zimmerman, a 28-year-old Caucasian male, claimed he fired in self-defense after Martin jumped him and was pled not guilty. Now, if this were an African American male or a Latin American male who committed the same crime for the exact same reason on, let's say, a Caucasian young male, we all know this man would have been pled guilty just because of racism. When Obama was elected for 2008, he wanted to form a more perfect union. But the way many people see it, we're a country with an imperfect union. In reality, racism is still very much alive, and said Fulton, who graduated last year from Howard University, a historically black college in the nation's capital. For many years, people of this country have suffered through racist comments and racial discrimination. I, for one, have loved ones who experienced the worst time of their lives come to this country to have a better future, and I know many others know this as well. When my father came to this country in 1985, he lived in Washington, D.C. for 10 years. He always told me that he was always splurged racial comments at him, like being a wetback, illegal alien, go back to your country. And this made me really realize that it's really a growing problem in our nation still. So you see, I for one am against racism in this nation, and the time to make a change is now or never, to seek a better tomorrow for the next generation, to the next, and so on.